I'm starting with a skinned tail. We skinned it a few days ago, so it's not super fresh, but it's been in the fridge. And it was skinned and fleshed as much as we could. And you can see it still has quite a bit of like grease and stuff on it. So I'm gonna go wash this with some cool water and dish soap until I have definitely all the grease off this side and as much grease as I can get off of this side. Okay, got this scrubbed up with some dish soap and rinsed really well. The next thing we need to do is a lime soak, which will slip off that keratin layer of the scales. And it's hard to see, but there's some hair on the tail also. It'll get that out too. So for that, we are going to use 8 cups or 2 quarts of water. This is 4 quarts to start with. And a pickling lime from the grocery store. So pickling lime is a food grade hydrated lime. Hydrated lime is usually suggested for slipping off the fur in tanning. So you can get this at the grocery store in small quantities, which is nice. And we're gonna need 3 level tablespoons for our 8 cups of water. So I'm gonna do one and a half in here. I do recommend wearing gloves. Lime can be pretty caustic. And mixed up with a fork or a whisk or one of these guys. And I am using warm water. That's what was recommended. Although once you have the lime soak going, I saw some instructions that had no guidelines or recommendations for temperatures, and some that recommended keeping it between 40 and 60 degrees to reduce the chances of the hide spoiling. And it's fall in Michigan right now, so it's kind of 30 to 40 degrees at night, 50 to 70 during the day. I have a sun porch that I'm going to keep this on, which will keep it pretty much in that 40 to 60 degree range. The lime's not going to fully dissolve in the water. It'll stay kind of particle-y like that. So I'm going to get another 4 cups and put in another 1.5 tablespoons in here and pour it on top. A couple things with this. So the recommended ratio of water to lime is 10 gallons of water to 1 pound of lime, and 1 pound is about 453 grams. So if you work that down to a 1/2 gallon of water, that is about 22.5 grams of lime, which ended up being 3 level tablespoons. So if you use a larger quantity of water, keep that 10 gallons to 1 pound of lime ratio in mind and adjust according to how much water you're using. And the other thing that I saw mentioned was it's important to keep the hide completely submerged in the solution, or the lime could kind of harden and crystallize on the spots that stick up, and then it's hard to get it off. So get some little weights of some sort to weigh it down. And I'm going to stick this on the sun porch, and I will check it every day until the scales are slipping off.